I am Dr. W. B. Gurmale from Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are discussing the alkenes, nomenclature of alkene and methods of formation of alkene. As we know, what is alkene? Alkene is an unsaturated compound with characteristic carbon-carbon double bond. And this alkene compound have two hydrogen less as compared to corresponding alkane. Therefore, general formula of alkene is the CnH2n. These alkene also known as the olefin compound, that is oil forming, because these compound when react with the chlorine forming the oily product. And this oily product, because of formation of this oily product, the compound or molecules are also known as the olefins. And as we know, these compounds is having carbon double bond, and carbon of double bond is a sp2 hybridized. And this, therefore, the structure of this molecule is the that is trigonal planar with a bond angle of 120 degree. So there are two methods of nomenclature of alkene. One is common method and second is the IUPAC system of nomenclature. In case of naming the alkenes, what is the, in case of common name, alkanes, it is obtained from alkane. So in case of alkane, ANE is replaced by YLENE, that is YLENE, that is alkane is converted into alkylene. In case of common name, suffix ane of alkane is removed by YLENE. So alkane is now becomes a alkylene. And in case of IUPAC name, ane is replaced by the ene. So ene means carbon-carbon double bond. So alkane is now become alkene. So we are discussing some example and also what are the methods of formation of alkene we are discussing in today's part. So today's topic is now alkene and cycloalkenes, but now we are discussing today alkenes. So this is the part 1 of this topic, alkenes, and in this part number 1 we are discussing what is meant by alkenes, what are the examples of alkene, nomenclature of alkene, and what are the different methods of formation of alkenes. So here, as we know, alkenes compound having suffix ene is are the unsaturated hydrocarbon, and with a general formula of CnH2n, where En is equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. They contain 2 hydrogen atoms less than required for alkane with the same number of carbon atoms, and this is made possible by the double bond between the 2 carbon atoms. This symbolizes unsaturation in the compound, and examples of these alkenes are ethene, propene, 1-butene, pentene, hexene are the different examples of the alkenes. And double bonded carbon atoms in alkenes are sp2 hybridized. sp2, when there is a sp2 hybridization, then what is the structure of the molecule is the trigonal planar with a bond angle of 120 degree. These are also known as olefin, meaning the oil forming, because when the alkene molecule reacts with the chlorine forming the oily product, and therefore these compounds, alkene is also known as the olefins, that is oil forming. Now alkenes are named by, in case of nomenclature of alkene, there are 2 systems of nomenclature. One is a common system, second is IUPAC system of nomenclature. One is common system and second is IUPAC system of nomenclature. In case of common system, the common names of the first 4 members are derived from those of the corresponding alkenes. By changing the ending alkenes, तो alkene में जो होता है ane होता है, उसको replace करना है YLENE. So Greek letters are used to distinguish isomers having double bond at first second carbon atom of the chain. So common system में क्या करना है, जो alkanes होता है, alkene में जो ending होता है ane, it is replaced by the YLENE. So alkane becomes alkylene. Alkane becomes alkylene. So this is the common name. We are taking some examples also. And second system is a common method. What is the most useful method? IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry system, IUPAC system. And according to the IUPAC system, alkenes are derived from the corresponding alkanes by changing the ending ane to ene. तो क्या करना है इसमें, ane जो एंडिंग होता है अल्केन का, ane की जगह क्या लिखना है, ene, मतलब अल्केन becomes now alkene. The IUPAC name of higher alkenes are obtained by applying the some rules are there. and of writing the higher members of the alkenes. And 4 rules are there. So number 1, the name of hydrocarbons is based on the parent alkene. Number 1 rule, higher alkenes can be, we can write the name of, by according to the IUPAC, 4 rules are there. So number 1 is the name of hydrocarbons is based on the parent alkene. Name of hydrocarbon is based on the parent alkene having the longest carbon chain of which double bond is apart. So what is the parent chain? Parent alkene or parent chain is very important, which contain longest carbon chain. Second point is this chain is numbered from the end near the double bond. तो उसको नंबर भी देना है, नंबर दी chain of the near the double bond, and its position is indicated by the number of carbon atom at which the double bond originate. जहाँ से डबल बॉन्ड स्टार्ट होता है वहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, उसका नंबर भी लिखना है, 1 कार्बन पे है, 2 कार्बन पे है, 3 कार्बन पे है, 1 उसका पोजीशन भी लिखना है. तो ये नंबर 2, नंबर द कार्बन चेन. थर्ड रूल इज द नेम ऑफ द पेरेंट अल्कीन विथ पोजीशन नंबर of the double bond is written first and then name of the other substituted prefix to it. तो पहले पेरेंट अल्कीन में जो पोजीशन है डबल बॉन्ड की उसको पहले लिखना है, उसके बाद में बाकी सब्स्टिट्यूएंट. दिस इज थर्ड. नंबर 4, व्हेन देयर आर 2 और 3 डबल बॉन्ड्स, अगर 2 या 3 डबल बॉन्ड्स है एक ही मॉलिक्यूल में, देन एनी ऑफ द अल्केन इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय डाइएनी, डाइन, ट्राइन. 2 अगर है तो डाई मतलब 2, एनी, डाइन, 3 है तो ट्राइन, एंड टू गेट द नेम ऑफ द हाइड्रोकार्बन. तो हियर द सम एग्जांपल्स आर गिवन इन दिस टेबल. तो ये देखो पहले इसमें दिया है स्ट्रक्चर, सेकंड कॉलम में है कॉमन नेम और लास्ट में है IUPAC नेम. तो दिस इज द कार्बन कार्बन डबल बॉन्ड एंड कंटेन्स 2 कार्बन. 2 कार्बन मतलब अल्केन, तो अल्केन का क्या होगा अभी अल्कीन, मतलब इथेन है, ये 2 कार्बन है तो इथेन, तो इथेन का क्या होगा इथीन, इसका नाम होगा इथिलीन. अपने अभी देखा है कॉमन नेम लिखना है तो ANE की जगह YLENE लिखना है और यहाँ पे ENE लिखना है. तो ये 2 कार्बन है मतलब इथेन, इथेन का क्या होगा कॉमन नेम इथिलीन, इथीन. इसमें 3 कार्बन है 1 2 3, ऐसे नंबरिंग करना है 1 2 3. तो 3 मतलब प्रोपेन, प्रोपेन का क्या होगा प्रोपिलीन, IUPAC प्रोपीन. 4 कार्बन है देखो 1 2 3 4, ये देखो बीटा, ये अल्फा, ये बीटा, तो ये बीटा ब्यूटिलीन, इसको बोलते हैं ब्यूटीन 1 क्योंकि कार्बन नंबर 1 पे है ये डबल बॉन्ड, ओरिजिनेट होता है वहाँ से 1 2 3 4, यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट होता है इसलिए 1 से ओरिजिनेट होता है 1 ब्यूटीन या ब्यूटीन 1. और उसके बाद में यहाँ पे देखो ये भी ब्यूटिलीन है लेकिन अल्फा ब्यूटिलीन. तो ये देखो ये अल्फा ब्यूटिलीन और ये ब्यूटीन 2, कार्बन नंबर 2 पे डबल बॉन्ड स्टार्ट होता है तो ब्यूटीन 2. और ये है 1, यहाँ पे 1 2 3 प्रोपेन और 2 पे क्या है मिथिल, तो 2 मिथिल प्रोपीन और ये आइसोब्यूटेन सेकेंडरी. तो इस तरह से ये कॉमन नेम IUPAC नेम अल्कीन्स के हैं. और कुछ एग्जांपल्स और हैं नोमेनक्लेचर ऑफ अल्कीन में. तो दीज आर द आइसोमर्स ऑफ C5H10, molecular formula, these are the 4 isomers of the molecular formula is C5 and H10. तो C5H10 के 4 isomers है, but these are the olefin और alkene compounds. So इसमें देखो यहाँ पे है डबल बॉन्ड 1, यहाँ से नंबर देंगे 1 2 3 4 5. तो ये 1 पे है डबल बॉन्ड स्टार्ट होता है इसलिए 1 पेंटीन, 5 है इसलिए पेंटीन का पेंटीन 1 पेंटीन. दिस इज अनदर कंपाउंड CH3 CH CH CH2 CH3. इस टाइप से उसको लिखा है. ये है ये सेम पोजीशन है, मतलब ये HH ऑन द वन साइड, तो CH लिखा है 2 पेंटीन क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है यहाँ से स्टार्ट करोगे 1 2, तो 2 से स्टार्ट होता है डबल बॉन्ड इसलिए 2 पेंटीन, 5 कार्बन है पेंटीन, CH2 पेंटीन. और ये सेम कंपाउंड है, सिर्फ अभी ये पोजीशन चेंज किया है, ये इधर किया और ये बाकी वैसा ही है ये दोनों. तो ये क्या ये ट्रांस पोजीशन पर ही है सिमिलर एटम्स, तो इसका नाम है वही 2 पेंटीन, लेकिन कौन सा पोजीशन है ट्रांस 2 पेंटीन. और इसको नंबर दिया देखो इसमें 1 2 3 4, इधर से देंगे तो 2 पे आएगा, इधर से भी दिया तो 2 पे आता है. तो ये इसका नाम क्योंकि मिथिल ग्रुप है इधर सब्स्टिट्यूएंट, तो 2 पे क्या है डबल बॉन्ड, तो इसको पहले क्या लिखेंगे 2 मिथिल ब्यूटीन 2. ये 2 पे मिथिल है तो 2 मिथिल, फिर ये 2 पे डबल बॉन्ड है तो 2 4 कार्बन है ब्यूटीन, 2 ब्यूटीन, ब्यूटीन 2 मिथिल ब्यूटीन 2। तो ये आइसोमर्स है having the molecule having the molecular formula C5H10। C5H10 की ये different isomers हैं and these are the olefins compound। Some more examples are given here for the writing the name IUPAC name। तो देखो ये कंपाउंड है 1 2 3 4, इधर से भी दे सकते हैं 1 2 3 4, लेकिन 2 और 3 पे क्या है मिथिल, तो डाइमिथिल 2 3 डाइमिथिल 2 ब्यूटीन। ये कंपाउंड है, इसको नंबर देंगे, यहाँ से देंगे 1 2 3 4 5 6 और ये 3 पे मिथिल है तो 3 मिथिल 3 हेक्जीन, 3 पे डबल बॉन्ड है 3 हेक्जीन, 3 मिथिल 3 हेक्जीन। यहाँ पे नंबर देना है 1 2 3 4 5 पेंटिंग, लेकिन 2 पे क्या है मिथिल और ये है इथिल, तो पहले इथिल लिखना है 3 इथिल 2 मिथिल 1 पेंटिंग। यहाँ पे नंबर दिया है देखो कैसे 1 2 3 4 5, तो मिथिल है 3 पर और 4 पर और ये 2 है मिथिल 4 पर, तो 3 4 4 ट्राई मिथिल 1 पेंटिंग। तो इस टाइप से IUPAC नाम लिखना बहुत इजी है। वी हैव टू अप्लाई दिस IUPAC नोमेनक्लेचर रूल्स एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट ये अपने को अपन नाम कोई भी अल्केन्स का कंपाउंड फार्मूला दिया है तो अपन नाम उसका लिख सकते हैं। सो दीज आर द नोमेनक्लेचर्स ऑफ अल्केन। So in this case, alkane is converted into alkene, and this is the reaction in which this reaction involves passing of alkane in the vapor phase over the bed of catalyst, and catalyst used here is the oxide of chromium or aluminium. So this is the chromium oxide or aluminum oxide we can take. We have to maintain the temperature 773 Kelvin. Then alkane is converted into alkene. So here the example is given isobutane. This is the isobutane. And it is converted to the isobutylene. So this is carbon double bond. So one hydrogen from this carbon and one hydrogen from this carbon is removed. H2 is removed, and what is now here C double bond CH2 is there. So alkane is converted to alkene by the method known as the dehydrogenation of alkane. So alkane is converted to alkene when from the 2 carbon we have to remove the hydrogen. Hydrogen is removed. Therefore the term is removal. Hydrogenation means removal of hydrogen from the alkane, and we get alkene. So this is the important method, first method of formation of alkene from alkane. So the method is dehydrogenation of alkane. Second important method is formation of alkene is the dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration means removal of water molecule, and in this case of from the alcohol we get alkene. And now here by dehydration we means that there is a removal of water molecule, and alcohols on dehydration give alkene. So these are the alcohol and we get the alkene. So dehydration of alcohol we get the alkene. So the dehydration is carried out by heating suitable alcohol with protonic acid such as concentrated H2SO4 or phosphoric acid, HCPO4, Lewis acid such as anhydrous zinc chloride or alumina can also be used. So here dehydration of alcohol we get the alkene. So example of reaction is given here. This ethylene and this is the propylene we get as a alkene, and here is the ethyl alcohol. This is the primary alcohol. In presence of 95% sulfuric acid, and we have to have the temperature here 443 to 453 Kelvin. So there is a removal of OH from this carbon, hydrogen from this carbon. So H from this and OH, water get dehydrated here, water get removed, and here is a CH2 and also here CH2, but there is a double bond. So removal of this OH from this and H from this, removal of water from alcohol, we get the alkene. So in the first case we obtain ethylene from ethyl alcohol. So ethylene is obtained from ethyl alcohol, and similarly in the case of if we take N-propyl alcohol, this is the alcohol, primary alcohol, and this is the name of the compound is the N-propyl alcohol. And in presence of again now 90% of H2SO4 at this temperature we obtain this propylene. So OH from this carbon and H from this carbon, OH and H remove water, and here is a double bond. So this is the another reaction, and in this second reaction we obtain propylene from the N-propyl alcohol by dehydration of dehydration. So dehydration of alcohol give the alkene. So these are the simple reaction of dehydration of alcohol and we obtain the alkene. Third method of formation, one more here reaction is given of dehydration of alcohol. This is, we have taken the primary alcohol. Now this is the isopropyl alcohol, secondary alcohol. This is the secondary alcohol because OH is present on the carbon number 2, and in presence of 60% H2SO4 and at this temperature 413 Kelvin we obtain propylene and water get removed. So OH from this and H from this, two carbons are here. So OH from this and H from this. So here becomes CH double bond CH2. So this is the propylene and water get removed. So we obtain propylene from secondary alcohol, that is isopropyl alcohol. This is another reaction. One more reaction is given here, that tertiary alcohol. This is the OH present on the tertiary carbon. Therefore this is tertiary alcohol. Name is tertiary butyl alcohol. In presence of 20% sulfuric acid, we and at this temperature we obtain this isobutylene, and in this case OH from this carbon and H from this carbon, removed OH and H. So what is now C double bond CH2 is here. So this is the compound known as isobutylene. So we obtain propylene from secondary alcohol, isobutylene from tertiary alcohol, so and by the dehydration of alcohol. So these are the methods. As we have seen, aluminum oxide can also be used as a catalyst. Here in presence of aluminum oxide, this is the ethyl alcohol and we obtain ethylene. So in presence of sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid or by using aluminum oxide, the dehydration of alcohol is taking place and we obtain the alkene. So this is another, this is the reaction. Ethylene is obtained from ethyl alcohol, OH from this and H from this. Water get removed, and in presence of aluminum oxide we obtain ethylene. So ethylene is obtained from ethyl alcohol in the presence of aluminum oxide. So these are the dehydration reaction of alcohol and we obtain different ethylene, propylene, butylene compounds. And third method is the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. As we know, RX is the alkyl halide, alkyl R means alkyl, X means halide, and we have to carry out the dehydrohalogenation. You know that De means removal, hydrohalogenation means HCl, HX, we have to remove, HBr, HCl, like that. Hydrohalogenation, so hydrogen is HX, we have to remove, hydrohalogenation. So removal of element of hydrogen halide, matlab that is we can say that HX, hydrogen halide, HX, removal of this HX or hydrogen halide from adjacent carbon atoms of the alkyl halide is known as the dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation. This reaction is known as dehydrohalogenation, and because of this dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, we obtain the alkenes. So dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide give the good yield of fair to good yield of the alkenes, and generally carried out by heating alkyl halide with strong base like sodium ethoxide or concentrated alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide. So here see the reaction. This is alkyl halide ethyl bromide, alcoholic ALC means alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Then we obtain here K, what is now here, here OH from this, KBr is removed, and OH from this and H from this, H2 is removed, and we obtain the ethylene. So this is the reaction take place in the presence of potassium hydroxide. So ethylene is obtained from ethyl bromide, and propylene or propene is obtained from 1-chloropropane. So this is the reaction. This is alkyl halide propyl chloride, N propyl chloride, 1-chloropropane, and here again similar, KCl is one product, OH and H from this, H2O, and CH3, CH double bond CH2. So here is the OH from this and H from the here H from this. These two are the two carbon, H from Cl from this and H from this removed, OH, H and KCl is removed, and H2O. So in this way we obtain this propene. So ethylene is obtained from ethyl bromide, propene is obtained from propane, 1-chloropropane. So dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, we obtain alkene. Ethylene and propene are the products shown in the reaction. So this is third important method of formation of alkene. And fourth method is the dehalogenation of dihalides. When the dihalide compounds are there, then D again means D means removal, halogenation. Removal of two halogens, we get the alkene. And this dehalogenation of dihalides and a dihalogen compound in which the two halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbon atom are known as the vicinal dihalide. When the two halogens present on the two different adjacent carbon known as vicinal dihalide, these dihalide when heated with the zinc dust lose molecules of halogen as a zinc halide and forming the alkene. Therefore, the reaction is known as dehalogenation. So, dehalogenation of dihalide taking place, and reaction is here. Here, this is the ethylene 1,2-dibromoethane or ethylene bromide. This is the compound. Ethylene bromide, two halogens are there, and of the adjacent carbon, and reaction with the zinc. So जिंक and 2Br, ZnBr2 is one product. So ये दोनों कार्बन में से Br निकाला, इसलिए यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड आएगा. तो ये this is the CH2, this is known as ethene or ethylene. If you take 1,2-dibromopropane, ये 1,2,3,1,2,1,2-dibromopropane, reaction with zinc, when it is heated in presence of alcohol, we get this is the propane and ZnBr2. So this 2Br and Zn2Br is removed. So here is a double bond. So CS is CH double bond CH2. So ethene is obtained from 1,2-dibromoethane or ethylene bromide, and the propene is obtained from propylene bromide. So these are the simple reaction, dehalogenation of dihalides. So this is the dihalide compound. This is known as vicinal dihalides. Two halogens are present on the two adjacent carbon atom. Both the halogens with the combined removed, and we get the alkene. So in this way, by the dehalogenation of dihalide, we obtain the alkene compound. So these are the four important methods of formation of alkene. So today we have seen different four methods of formation of alkene. So in today's part we have discussed what is alkene, what are the examples of alkene, then nomenclature of alkene. Two methods are there, common system and IUPAC system. How to write the name, we have seen different examples, and after that we have seen the four important methods of formation of alkene, in which two important reactions we have taken, the formation of ethylene and formation of propylene from their corresponding alkenes. And four methods we have seen of the formation of alkene, particularly the formation of ethene and propene. So today we stop here, and we will continue in the next part, where we are discussing the important chemical reactions of alkene.